Wassail, beautiful people. It's column 10, which is status, purify. This is where we polish our image. So the back of the card would talk about the polluted status that needs to be polished away, stubbornness. So today I'm going to be focusing on in what ways am I stubborn? What ways do I judge myself as being only the sum of my past and not the sum of the storyline I'm creating for the future? It's also about recognizing flawed spiritual philosophies. And we all have those. I mean, they're things that we follow until we reach a spiritual cul-de-sac and realize they're not taking us or leading us in a direction of growth. And stagnating by refusing to look at your fears. I mean, I would say that one, I've looked at most of my fears, I feel, currently. So this is your personal PR campaign. It's card 73, which obviously totals 10, column 10. And for this one, I don't know what you're choosing, but I've chosen Ceres, the seat of the soul. I feel like that's where this energy needs to be for me, and it's the open air concert. So again, this is the third day where I feel like the important aspect of philosophizing is to be outside in the natural world. That's where the magic is sitting and waiting to absorb, help me to tune in. So Ceres is the divine feminine. Ceres was a proto-planet. Ceres was also a very hidden planet that wouldn't really let everyone discover it. When they set about to try and find it, they found Vesta and another planet first that is in a very similar orbit. Ceres is also a planet with one of the highest water content. So actually, now that I'm sitting there, I can see why it's with Purify. There's something about waters purifying, rushing through. This is Taurus and Virgo for Ceres. So that's really because Taurus is fixed earth, Virgo is mutable earth. And that's the idea of sowing and harvesting, recoding, the water planter. So planting fresh emotions to grow the new seeds that you're planting for the future now, or that I'm planting. It's about agriculture, and it's really important that it's about self-love and a reality check on your emotional truth, or my emotional truth. I have to remember that this is my personal choices. You will pick your own to work with. So I am pure or I am polluted from Purify, trapped in toxic positivity and cosmic ascendancy ambitions. You're projected in a landscape, continuing your life path peacefully. And then I am growing or I am withering. There's that sense of the fallow field that's lost its power, lost its life. That's what I feel energetically here. I'm focusing on how do I regrow my power? How do I have a remembrance of a frequency that's been lost? Like I said, there was this sense. Ceres was once, as I said, a protoplanet, and it was probably knocked into the asteroid belt by Jupiter, but it was a planet before other planets were a planet. It's a very ancient divine feminine energy of being in receivership, growing, nurturing, self-forgiveness. That's a really important message at the moment. It's also sacred female fertility rituals. So in ancient Rome, these rituals that were carried out in Ceres' name were done by women, and they weren't written down, and so they're lost to time. But it did often involve showing the old seeds to the new seeds. So this is about harvesting to gather crops, grains and seeds. So this is preparing for the future, So the work today would be releasing and preparing new frequencies to move forwards when I leave the Janus Geminus, feeding the soil and preparing for future growth. I'm seeing in this one a sense of both kind of mer creatures in the Purify image coming forwards with their heart as a kind of open frequency of amplification, and then a sense of insects and bugs and beetles within the series card, because it's about the aspect of how the natural world serves in renewing us. By our honouring the natural world, we honour ourselves and our future pathways. So let's shuffle the Liffruma and the Musical Alchemy of Astrology deck and see what other bits of advice are there for me to think about today as I walk in the frequency of column 10. So we have two cards. Wentorn and Leafshade. So that's 3-5, which is an 8, and 4-8. There's something about that 3-4-8. 8-4-8. About being almost there, doing a healing reduction, to come back to a new form of almost being further on, to be cradled, to be cradled by nature. That's the interesting part here. Cradled neath the comforting branches of trees stretching. So today, I clearly need to be in the world of trees. Go and witness and find and touch and talk with ancient, large, mystical trees. Remember here, hidden in this card is the Wardha. And it's almost like she's let go. She's asking you to let go of the past, or let me let go of the past, so that she may bring my microbiota, my biome, into a new linear dimension. Contemplate the rate at which a tree breathes and lives. So that's part of my message for today. It's also the dichotomies of densely tangled emotions. The remedy is implied in the diagnosis. This is about this energy of actually allowing out so that you can purify some sacred rage, some irritations that exist within you, some fury, and then Ceres will take your hand and lead you to a better space, lead me to a better space. Musical Alchemy of Astrology, what do we have? So here, Essence. This is column 1 coming out here. That's interesting for me personally, because obviously now I've got column 1 and column 10. 110, that's my birth year. So it is telling me that if I follow this system, if I move through this eclipse tunnel working on this, I will come back to my inner core nature through contact with the natural world. This is a true inner projection. And then your projected inner landscapes, column 10, Purify. So finding your true inner projection. Me finding mine, sorry. So my musical autograph, so that's making me think today I need to go out and sing to the trees. I need to sing my musical autograph. I am authentic. I need to find my authenticity in the natural world. My true soul song, Ceres, the seat of the soul. It's so beautiful. Now they're showing me the energy of 191. Kissing every instance of life. So I need to remain in an energy today as I work with this column in the natural world of just applauding the natural world for its magnificence and its beauty. Become a beacon of endless inspiration. That's what I need to keep in my mind's focus today in all my interactions with people, and having my frequency chime with the universal soul. It's interesting that it's kind of also showing me that this path through this column work will bring me eventually to this essence column 1. So it's a reminder that as you go through the work, there is a destination that we are heading towards, that I am heading towards. So that feels very, very beautiful. To be in a precious, pure scent. It's also got essential oils, so I think I might take some oils with me. No, what it's telling me is to go and smell the blossoms. Go and smell the trees. Go and smell the barks. Because that's where essential oils are extracted. Go and smell them not in their intensified form, but in their purest form. That's my exercise for today. So enjoy picking yours. Wassail.